I love you, Wanda. I love you so much. And the devs, for some reason, hate you. Why, devs, you did that dirty to her? Why? Hello gang, welcome to the channel, and today we're here with Wanda Maximoff, one of the twins, and she's hot. She's hot for sure. She looks gorgeous with her OG uniform, and perhaps I prefer the previous one from the series, but still, and the movie, but still she looks gorgeous. Her skill animation are quite cool also, and the biggest update on her kit is also her cooldowns on the skills, but the point is the guarding critical rate. But yeah, the worst part in my mind is that they keep her like other. Yeah, she's other, she's not human, she's not mutant. It's weird situation here, and there is not a lot of World Boss Legend requirements to go and use here. From the other side, she is quite easy to play and also has mind damage or her skills, so you can utilize her with a mighty judgment. So in this video, guys, I'm gonna showcase ABX, ABL, World Boss Legend, and GBR with a mighty judgment, and finally some audience blessing with mind damage. Actually, it's the first time I'm using this type of audience blessing. I have nothing else. I was really unlucky on that, and I have some mind damage. So if you have this one, she is the best to use here. I had 3 of them and nothing else. So yeah, I slap here some CTP, slap here some audience blessing. Her stats looks like that. I'm not capped on critical damage by 2%, but I am capped on skill cooldown, ignore defense, and attack speed, which are the most important actually for a CTP of Judgment build. So I have also her artifact 3-star. I never paid for it, you know, I was just lucky, and I am still at level 70. But yeah, it's really good because, you know, her type universal and hero is usable for 1 day of ABX and 1 day of ABL, but with the situation of a mighty judgment, you can use her mostly for ABX and not get you know, a huge penalty not using a raids. And I know that there is a lot of people out there not having raids, you know, multiple raids to use for all the characters. So the other character you could use here, it's only Captain Marvel. So compared to Captain Marvel, you can also use Judgment and having similar results with Wanda. So if you are missing a raid and you don't have Captain Marvel tier 4, here is what you can get with your Wanda. But yeah, before we go through the gameplay and I explain you how I play with her, I want you to make sure that you have smashed the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and let me know if this uniform is a smash or a pass for you. Of course, in the end of the video, I'm gonna tell you my, you know, overview and my experience and the videos I saw from other content creators to get ideas. But guys, 50% of you are still here. You're still in my videos, not hitting subscribe, not hitting like. What's wrong with you guys? You're watching the content, do it. Do not be ninjas. I need this. I need to boost the algorithm. Give me some YouTube algorithm, guys. Hit it. Hit, smash the like button. So yeah, let's start from the most important in my mind, which is ABX for here, and let's go through the other thing we did. For ABX Universal Female, the best team up you can use here, it's you can't see it right now actually, but yeah, as you can see, it's Angela, it's Wanda lead, Angela as a support, and also the Succubus. But yeah, what's her name? Yeah, Hela. No, what's the name of this character, bro? I'm stuck. Okay, you know who character is it, but I can't figure out. Of course, I have the payroll uniform that we had a couple of months ago, and with this uniform, you're getting a 30% elemental damage. Also, I have your artifact 4-star, so that helps you I have the artifact for who? Yeah, my brain is freezing right now, so yeah. The point is the rotation here, and that should be when I'm showcasing an ABX video, but my mind's stuck there and I still trying to figure out the character's name. But yes, all of you in the comments making fun of me, but yeah. So you can see the rotation for the character. That's the main thing. Yeah, as I told you. Yeah. Okay. So it's 5, cancel 2, cancel 1, cancel 3 into 4th skill. You need to consider that in your 2nd skill there is the accumulation buff, so you need your 2nd skill to be every single time up. So you kind of spamming it. With the Mighty Judgment, as you can see, I'm not spamming all the skills. I'm trying to run around, charge my Mighty Judgment and hit it to charge, you know, if you move, you're charging your CTP. So that's why I'm moving and I'm not using a lot of skills there. Canceling with the 3rd skill, it's really easy. And the time you need to let your 4th skill play, you can easily understand where to cancel. You can see an X here. There is an X. When she's doing her 4th skill, look at this. I'm doing the 4th skill and there is an X on the character. When the X stop exists, you can start doing your tier 3. So the moment you stop doing your 4th skill, the exact moment you are going into your tier 3. Every 2nd rotation you can have your tier 3. Every single skill of here are spam, except the 4th skill that you want to let it, and the tier 3 that you want delay cancel a bit. But as you can see, and if you're noticing my gameplay here, I'm letting my tier 3 a lot, and I'm letting it until I have my 5th skill ready. I'm doing that because I have a Mighty Judgment right now equipped. If you have a rage, perhaps worth more spamming your 2nd skill and your 1st skill in between, so you can charge your CTP of rage faster, because the rage CTP is charging through your skills and the Mighty Judgment is charging through the movement. So you can see 2 different gameplays depending on what CTP you're using. My score here, it's 12 million, as you can see, and for sure the gameplay is not perfect. I mean, I have played like 2 times with here, so yeah, it's not a big deal. But 12 million, it's quite respectful. If you think that I don't have a full Odin's Blessing build, I don't have a really good artifact, I don't have here at level 80, or you know, with level 80 she's getting some extra buff, but not a huge, to be honest. But yeah, as a tier 4 she could be even better. To be honest, my score with Captain Marvel right now with a Mighty Rage is better, but I'm using a Mighty Rage and you can't compare here a Mighty Judgment to a Mighty Rage to ABX and WBL. In most cases, Mighty Rage is overcoming Mighty Judgment, but you can see here that this score 12 million, it's quite respectful in my mind. You're getting, you know, most of rewards. Of course, 13 million is doable in my mind with a Mighty Rage for me, for sure, but yes, 12 million, really cool. And the gameplay, playing with here with a Mighty Judgment, fit to me a lot, as it seems. So yeah, something else you wanna know about here, it's here World Boss Legend performance as a level 70, which is quite nice. As you can see here, I'm doing exactly the same rotation. 5 cancel 1 cancel 5 cancel 2 cancel 1 cancel 3 cancel 4, letting the 4th skill place until the cross disappears. When the cross disappears, I'm going through my tier 3 and then I'm going through my skills. Of course, you can start with your 2nd skill or your 5th skill depending, but yeah, you just want to have all the time your 2nd skill up. But I'm starting with my 5th skill because the 5th skill to drop damage need a bit of a time. So yeah, it doesn't really matter for the moment, you know, 5 cancel 2. Your 5th skill has the accumulation of the 2nd skill for sure still. So here, as you can see, I'm standing inside and getting all the damage. I'm trying to do a tier 3 skill here, but yeah, it was kind of a waste. But because we're going into the count phase here, doesn't really matter. Yes, what I said in the start about here typing being other and not being a human or not being an alien or mutant or a tag that actually there is, you know, on the World Boss Legend requirements, or there is some value on any buffs. But yes, she can be used at least as a fast movement character, and the fast movement characters are kind of rare if you think about it. It's Rogue, it's Black Bolt. Both of them are seasonal and paywall, and the other case, the other option actually, it's Doctor Strange. I'm talking about the characters that are having fast movement and they are able to be level 80 or tier 4, so you can use them to clear the World Boss Legend requirements for multiple content, you know. Of course, when I'm gonna hit with here level 80, I'm gonna try here on the fast movement stages. But at the moment, as level 70, she's kind of struggling. You can see I'm at level, I'm stage 9, but I'm level 70. If you remember, I did a showcase on Sentry a couple of days ago as level 70, and he was really fast on this World Boss Legend. With a mighty energy, he did it already here. He had already cleared the stage with 2 minutes and 30 seconds, so she is slower than Sentry. Of course, Sentry is a native tier 3, Sentry has also extra 5% pierce, and the fact that he is level 70 doesn't really count. With Wanda here, you can see I'm kind of struggling trying to, fix my Mighty Judgment proc there and doing some extra damage. But yes, she can clear it easy peasy, and for Kang stage 9, being able to clear it with a level 70, yeah, before the Sentry video I thought it was undoable, but thanks to the one-eyed pirate from my Discord, I understand that a lot of level 70 can do that stages. Stage 9 of Kang. Here I also tried to get her potentials, you know, during the video, but yeah, you can figure out that I didn't took anything pretty much, and I took like 8% or something. She's really cool to play, to be honest, but in my mind, you know, the fact that they didn't fix a lot of stuff she had issue with, like the tags, like, I'm not sure. I mean, they give her guarding critical rate, and because of the guarding critical rate, she's able to use and utilize mighty energy, CTP of raids better. Before, she was having trouble to trigger the CTP of rage, because CTP of rage is triggered through criticals, and if a character has guarding critical rate, she is, you know, more fitable to CTP of rage. But you can see here that stage 9 Kang with a Mighty Judgment, easy peasy at level 70 with like 1 minute and 34 seconds left, so 3 minutes and 26 in the stage. And I was also curious to go into a random group like I used to do lately and try here as level 70 against random dudes in GBR, and the random dudes had like tier 4 characters, tier 4 Odin, tier 4 Miles Morales, and yeah, I did their life hard for sure. You can see I end up doing a lot of damage, but yes, I don't want to spoil it for you. I'm doing exactly the same rotation. Mighty Judgment, as you can see for her, works really nice in the first phase. I was doing the most damage, 42%, against 2 dudes having tier 4 characters. Here I wasn't casting skills for some reason, and I lost a lot of score. But still, as you can see, I'm not using my Mighty Judgment proc, I'm just spamming skills, I'm just trying to do damage. And I'm going really close against this tier 4 Miles Morales with Fox support buff, which is huge. You're gonna figure out what team up he's using later on. But yes, I'm swapping again. Here, yeah, I sacrifice a support to go through the phase faster. I tried to drop my tier 3 here, but yes, I was second between a Miles Morales tier 4 and a tier 4 Odin. Of course, I'm not sure about the dudes. I didn't went through their account to see. You can go and check out. But yes, we did it on 1 minute and 20 seconds, and me did 350 million, 32% of the damage, which is really impressive for a Mighty Judgment level 70 character. You need to consider that on GBR, for most characters, Rage is the best CTP to use. And of course, I couldn't help myself, and I did an ABL showcase too. And for ABL, you need to know that Mighty Judgment is way worse than Mighty Raids. So the results here with Mighty Raids would be way better. For your own information, you did me doing 12 million there on ABX. My Captain Marvel, as I told you, do 12.5, 13 max. But yeah, a dude, Bob Sarger from the channel. He's member of the channel. He has his own channel actually, and he's doing showcases for characters for ABX and ABL. And he did a Wanda showcase with the Mighty Raids, and he did really busted damage. He did like 14 million with the Mighty Raids with his level 70 Wanda. And also he did a lot of damage for ABL also. He did like 10 million. But yeah, it's a Mighty Raids, and we're talking about a way different gameplay than me. He's scoring way more most of the times. Here it's a mistake that I'm doing. As you can see, I went through and picked the blob here with myself, walk through. But I wanted to use my tier 3. Your tier 3 skills move the character a bit behind, like he's doing, like Cable doing also with his tier 3. So the moment you use your tier 3, you can take advantage of the movement he's doing and pick up the blob on the Odin Force buff, so you can have more time through your skills. Of course, here I'm totally messing up the rotation multiple times, because you should spam more skills and you shouldn't wait for your tier 3 to play as I'm doing. I was trying to take advantage of Mighty Judgment proc, but yes, long term on ABL this is a bad choice. And generally Mighty Judgment, as I told you, it's a bad CTP for this game mode. My first skill, it's really easy to cancel, and you should utilize it. You should start doing your rotation normally, skip using your first skill, and use it the moment you are okay with the cross into the character that I told you that you can cancel the fourth skill. Here, as you can see, I'm doing like 4.4. That, to be honest, for a level 70 Mighty Judgment character, it's really respectful. And here is how I told you to do. You saw my character, it was between boss and the blob, and I used my tier 3 and the character moved back, picked up the orb, and then I went through my rotation. So that's the best way to pick up this blob. For this specific day, you have to use female universals. You need to consider that there is Jean Grey here. I'm hitting 13 million tier 4, but yes, my Captain Marvel suck big time. I can do similar score to that with my Captain Marvel. Mighty Raids, I think I have done my best score, 7 million. But yes, I can't even remember when I played with Captain Marvel ABL last time. Overall, you need to consider the facts I told you before. Hair tags sucks for World Boss Legend, fast movement, it's the only thing that gives her some value, but in the same time you need to consider that the C is going to, there is no chance C is better than Jean for ABL, that's facts. People already tested with multiple brilliance and stuff like that. This CTP is not the best to use, but it's a great alternative to use here for ABX, because for ABX this is like the second best for elemental type characters. Also, another fact is that C is better than Captain Marvel, but there is a but. A lot of people do not have at the moment progress through this. I have like 1% peers. So the moment someone can hit, the high score here and went through all the buffs, you can potentially get here an extra buff like 40% all attack, like 10% pierce, these extra buffs, and from here what I'm getting, as you can see, it's a big deal. This thing here, it's no joke. So Captain Marvel would actually not being worse than Wanda right now. So yeah, devs did dirty this girl. and she used to be their favorite girl. She had a really crazy ability, this one, Mind Control, which was able to be used for Wall Boss Ultimate, and the Wall Boss Ultimate was stun freezed, and we were doing miracles with her back in the day when I started playing the game. But yes, these days, I mean, Wanda, it's just a bit better from Captain Marvel, but for how long? If you already have Captain Marvel, if you already have her even level 80, and you have the potentials to, you know, build a bit your team up collection here, you can end up scoring more with your Captain Marvel mighty raids than Wanda, as it seems. So Wanda is already medium and not busted and not meta or something. Yeah, it's really weird that they did so dirty for this girl, and you need to consider that she is a native tier 2. Captain Marvel also can get the 40% discount from the characters that we can get from this here. You know, if you have used the 40% as I have, you can get a 25%. You can see I can go and pick up Captain Marvel. But for Wanda, you need to pay a native tier 2 character. And yes, it's expensive. It's really expensive. And yes. Am I suggesting here to anyone to build your tier 4 and go through something specific that is unique for it? No. If she was a blast, she would be better in my mind. She would be useful for blast females on World Boss Legend. Yeah, if she was human or if she was... I'm not sure, bro. I'm not sure. I'm not sure why devs did that. It's really cool giving her the guarding critical rate, but from the other side, yeah, disgusting update. It's a pass, guys. It's a pass in my mind, easy peasy pass. And even if Wanda, it's, you know, the favorite girl for a lot of people, as tier 4, I don't feel like she needed for anything, and she's kind of unique, you know. Jean already capping ABL, so why building a character doing even more? Captain Marvel for some people is capping, but yes, for the most people is not, as a tier 4 still. Wanda, is she going to cap ABX? Perhaps, but if you build your team up collection, Captain Marvel could cap too, I guess. So yeah, it's a really weird situation that developers just drop a character for Barbie collection. In my mind, she's not unique, she's not must-have, she's not way better than Captain Marvel, so why buying her? Yeah, until I'm gonna find something else, yeah, I'm not sure which should go for her. I mean, okay, the only dude should go for her, it's the dude that haven't buy Captain Marvel yet, and he doesn't have a raid, but he has a lot of judgments, and he want to get a bit more score for ABX. That dude should buy it, yeah, only that dude. But yeah, generally it's a pass. That was it. A really sad story for Wanda and family Maximoff, but yeah, it is what it is, guys. Developer did dirty on here. Hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you are going to do with her. See you into the next. Kisses in your faces.